Hello Stitchy friends, my name is Michelle, also known as Cheesecake and Cross Stitch over here and also over on Instagram as well. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch, my absolute addictive hobby, and I'm sure it is yours too. So I think it's been almost 4 weeks since my last video. I was hoping to do them a little bit more regular, but I've just started working back on shifts, so it's taking its little toll on me. So while I get used to it, I think I'm just gonna stick with monthly, and then might do like a few Floss Tube extras as well, sprinkled in the middle every now and again when I can fit it in. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you, I think finishes first, then new starts, then whips I've been working on. I was really surprised how much I've got done since between then and now. When I went back on shifts, I just didn't think I was going to have that much time to stitch, but actually I've managed to fit quite a bit in. I didn't think I'd be able to stitch after work because I work 7 in the morning till 7:30 at night, and I don't get into about 8 o'clock. So by the time you've had a shower and you've eaten something, like if you've got to get back into it the next day, it's kind of time for bed. So, but I have been able to mostly do an hour after work. I think I've had every day I've had a stitchy day except one, which was Friday just gone. It's Sunday today. Because I had my nephew, I finished work at 7:30 and he was at ballet, so he arrived to stay over the night and spend a Saturday with me, so I didn't get much stitching done yesterday either, but that's fine. Spend time with family is obviously really important too. So I'll start with my finishes. So Historical Sampler really kindly gifted me their January stitch along, which was the owl patchwork, which you can still get now as a full kit, I believe. It is absolutely stunning. I was so nicely surprised and shocked that they offered to send this to me, because I really wanted it for Christmas but just didn't get it. And I was going to purchase it, and then they reached out to me and said, oh, would you like it? And I was like, oh yes please. So I finished it. I kept up with this stitch along. I don't know how I did it, but I have finished it and I love it. The colours, let me just see if I can get this better. I might have to just do that. The colours are just to die for. They're so wintry, so beautiful. And I have seen some other people that have put little buttons in the middle of the house. I think Kim from Stitchy Squirrels popped a little heart there. And I think it might be Charlie Feathers has popped a little owl button in the middle, which was adorable. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to get it framed. There's nothing much not to love, is there? It's beautiful. I'm sorry it's not ironed. You know me by now. I don't do that. Don't stand by the ironing board to iron before this. I'm sorry. But it's so beautiful. It will be ironed before I put it in a frame though, obviously. Ah, it's lovely. I love it so much. I am so beyond grateful that the lovely ladies from Historical Sampler reached out and sent that to me and gave me the opportunity to stitch it. And I hope you've enjoyed me stitching along to this as well. And like I said, if you like it, it's now a full kit, so you can go and purchase it. So that's my first finish. My second finish, I don't think I've showed this one. I think I've showed it on Instagram, and I keep thinking I've shown it. But this is really special. So this design is designed by a friend of mine called Jen from Idris Studios. She's also known as Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. And I met her at like a book and floss exchange that someone organised. I'm really sorry, I can't remember the person's name, but they were awesome too. And since then, like we did the exchange, and since then we've just become really good friends, and she's such an amazing person and a designer as well. And she she knew I liked fantasy, so she was like, you need to read Fourth Wing, and she really got me into it, and I literally was hooked, completely really forward. I love fantasy series, but I hadn't given that one a go for whatever reason. And anyway, so she's been doing loads of patterns associated with Fourth Wing, which everybody knows because everyone's bananas about it. So she did this amazing pattern when she was releasing daily patterns on the lead up to Onyx Storm. And I just love this one because in the book, this is like a phrase that her Dragon Terran says, and I just loved it. I had to have it. So I got it and I stitched it with Cotton Garden threads in the Daydream collection, which I was desperate to use as well. So that is my silver one. She's also got one that says Violet Little Thing that I want to stitch as well. And Stitch with Liz has, I think she model stitched it actually. I think so, I might be wrong on that, but she stitched it and it's beautiful, and that's the next one out of this series that I'd like to stitch. But I love that, and if you love like this sort of fan fiction, because she also does ones from Akatar as well, go to Idra Studios. You will not be disappointed. They're so beautiful. Even the typography that she does, like, look at that. Look how beautiful it is. It's just stunning. So that's another little finish. And this one, I literally started it and finished it. I couldn't put it down. There was no way I could put this down. Then I have another little finish. Oh, let me see if I can, all the needle minders are sticking together. So this one was part of a stitch along that we started. It was the Tiny Town Big Hearted, and we wanted to get it done in time for Valentine's Day, which I think we all succeeded in. And I think it was myself, T, Sarah from Stitchybug, and Laura from Butterfly Stitches 83 or Cotton and Clay. And we all started this at the same time or similar times and finished it around similar times as well, because none of us could put it down. But how cute is that? So this little one here was February's Needle of the Month from Cotton and Clay, but I had this already, so Laura kindly sent me this one instead. So I used them both because I have at least 2 needle minders on every project, because I like it to hold the fabric down when I'm in the hoop or whatever. A little closer. It's just so beautiful. I have changed some of the colours of the hearts that are coming out of the chimneys. And that is because it the cord for floss almost matched my fabric, which is a fabric from Swan Bay fabrics. So, and that was beautiful to work on as well. It's linen, the 2 count. So go check out Swan Bay and also Cotton and Clay. And then, so you will know from my last video that I am challenging myself to do 12 Christmas decorations for the year, 1 every month, in the hopes that I will have 12 completed and fully finished decorations to put on my tree come December, or at least 11, because I'll have one in December at some point. So I've so far stayed on track. I did a historical sampler one from my calendar like last month, and this month I have done the Jingle Ball exclusive freebie Christmas decoration from Lindy Stitchers, and I just think he's so cute. So he's a little Santa. There we are. So it says Jingle Ball 24. I have changed the colour slightly. I used a bright yellow for the stars and the little bits in his hat. I'm using a different red. It's like a little bit deeper. And I've used White Lightning from A Week's Dye. Oh God, I forgot then. Week's Dye threads for his lovely beard. So it's got grey throughout it. He was a little joy to stitch. I really enjoyed him, so I can't wait to FFO him. I will say I haven't FFO'd any of them. I also did a Christmas decoration in December, one of the historical sample Christmas advent box ones. That's not FFO'd either. I do have a week off in April, have a wedding in the second weekend of it. But I am planning to do some FFO in that week because I'll have more time and I'll get those decorations. Because what I don't want to do is leave them all the way until December and then have to FFO them all in December when it's really busy anyway. Plus I'll be so busy with the Evertotes and Roxy Floss and Jacob advent calendar, because I have purchased that. That is the big news. Who has purchased their Evertotes advent calendar? Because it looks amazing. If lashes is anything to go by, it'll just be epic. So go check Evertotes out if you haven't already ordered your lovely advent calendar and you want one, because I cannot wait. So now we're going to move on to new starts. So Marie from Stitches and Diamonds, she has hosted a stitch along for anyone that wants to join for the January box from Cotton and Twine. So I have completed 1 and 2, I think, parts 1 and 2, because she split it up into 4. Obviously we're entering the 4th week now, but I also went rogue and started doing a bit of the flower. I'm going to work on this today, I think. It's so beautiful. I really do want to have this finished and not sat in my whip pile because I want it on my craft room door. But here we go. So here is my new start in February. And it's beautiful. I love it so, so much. This is a needle minder from Historical Sampler, which I think was in one of their deluxe boxes for a stitch along that they did in the summer of last year. And then this little cutie is a sheepy from Cotton and Clay, and he was the needle minder of the month for this month. So you actually have still got time, I think, to get him. And if not, he'd be in the shop anyway. So definitely go and check out both Historical Sampler and also Cotton and Clay. And I believe for this box, I think they might have a few left in their shop. Because obviously they do over order from their subscribers in case people sign up at the last minute or, you know, things happen. So I think they have a few left. I don't think they have many, and they might have gone by the time this gets up onto YouTube. But if you do want this pattern, go check them out. You might be able to get one. But it's stunning. I've got the linen. You can also get Ada as well, 16 count Ada or 32 count, linen is other choices. And it's so nice to have a subscription box where you do get a choice, because I really don't enjoy working on Ada anymore, but like a year and a half ago I would have said the exact opposite. So it's nice to have that option with a subscription box, because more often than not all you get is the typical 14 count option, which is, it can be quite disappointing for, you know, lots of people, unless that is your Ada or fabric choice. You know, everyone's different, aren't they? Everyone likes different things, so nice to have a choice. But yeah, so if you want to join in with the stitch along that Marie from Stitches and Diamonds is hosting, I think it is, I'm trying to think what the hashtag tag is. I will pop the hashtag down in the comment section, but I think it's Stitching My Way to Happiness, I think. Or the Happiness Out, I can't remember. I will put it down in the show notes so that you can stitch along with us if you have this pattern and you want to join in. And I just as a little side note, if you are like, you want to have some stitchy pals or just people to talk stitchy stuff with, and you're a bit nervous and you don't really know how to approach people and you want to be involved, then a stitch along, like a small stitch along that's hosted by a member of the community, is a great way to do that, because you will link up with other people, you will have people chatting to you, and you'll get to know people. And that's exactly how I became friends with some of the people from the community, because I joined the community-based stitch alongs and started chatting with people, and you just become friends, you know. So it is a good way to do that if, you know, you're struggling and you really do want to talk stitchy, because I know from experience that there's nobody in my family or that I know friends before I made friends with stitchy people that had any interest in cross stitching, and it was all I wanted to talk about. So it's nice to have friends that you've got things in common with. So do join along with the community-based stitch alongs, because they are so much fun and you will meet loads of nice people that have the same hobby as you. So that's all my finishes, and oh no, it's not, I lie, I've got one very special new start as well. So as you all know, I think I said on my last Floss Tube video, I went to Floss Friends retreat it started like on the very end of the month, 30th I think it was. Or I travelled up on the 30th I think, and then the retreat was like on the 1st of Feb I think. So that weekend I met up with some, so that's, I'll backtrack now, getting ahead of myself. So that was based up in Rotherham, hosted by Sammy Sharp of I think Old Barn Stitch & Co is that's her design shop, and called Floss Friends, which is a beautiful name for a gathering of people that just want to be friends with stitchers. So it was such a great weekend. I met up with some people that I've met previously that have become dear friends to me. Sarah from Stitchyberg, T, Lorna, and also Rachel. So it's lovely to see them and spend some, you know, quality time with them in person after chatting. We chat all the time, like almost daily on our little chat group. So it was nice to catch up with them in person and see what they're stitching on and get excited about everything. So that was great, and it was a lovely weekend. I booked for the same weekend next year because I think it'll probably be an annual thing now, because it was just so much fun and a lovely venue. And Sammy is amazing as well. Such a lovely person, beautiful designs, and she gave me so many, like I bet people were coming up to her all the time, and I bet it must be really exhausting, but I had to ask her because she had made these so you know the animal crackers from Stacey Nash, she'd made them in like miniature versions, so they're like this big and they're adorable. And I have collected most of the animal cracker charts. I say collected because I haven't started any, but they are on my list to start. So I wanted to know what she'd stitched it on, because I'd like to have a go at making them that small as well. So yeah, so I asked her, she gave me loads of advice, we got chatting about Teresa Kogut's designs because we're both Patreon members, and yeah, she's just a very, very, very lovely person and organises one of the best retreats I've ever been to be honest. So and the weekend that we went to was like tips and tricks. So, oh sorry if you can hear that weather, it's like storming outside at the moment. Yeah, so there was like several classes. I didn't go to them all, but I went to a few. I went to a really, really interesting framing class. You would not think it was interesting by like that title, but it really was, because it was more about how to look after when you're framing your antique pieces and your heirloom pieces that you want to last and pass down through generations. So that was really good. I did an amazing spool class, which I'll go into a bit more detail because I've got something to show you guys. And I made a tassel, which was a lot harder than you think it was because I'm very, very cack-handed. There was other classes too. There was like class on silks, which Corey Little Shop hosted. I didn't do that one because I don't really work with silks, but I bet it was interesting. I think there was a needle class and how to make your backs more neat. The girls that I were with went to a lot of them, so I think they were really interesting. So it was great, very, very enjoyable. But I did order the exclusive gift pack, which came with a beautiful project bag. That's the back. I will show you the front, but my stitching is there, so I'll show that in a minute. And it's got this adorable heart zip pull. And then it came with a full kit, a pattern, and all the flosses and loads of other bits. It came with like little pins, a heart-shaped tape measure, some heart-shaped chocolate. What else did it come with? I can show you, like scissors. There we go. Little buttons and embellishments. This is the heart-shaped tape measure. How lovely is that? What else? Oh, this, I'm kind of using this already. If I can get that down. A little charm on it. It just came with so much stuff. I don't know if I've got the... Ah, here they are. You can see these pins. Yeah, it just came with like so much stuff, even like the felt to complete it. It's come with the linen, all of the floss that you need, which included fancy floss as well. And then this is the pattern. So they've included like the felt to do the top, so you can complete it into a drum. I've never done a drum, but I am going to finish this as a drum, and I'm really excited about it because I've never done a drum. So Ellie from Stitching Bee, I might need your help to do this because I know you like a good drum. I might need, and if any of you guys know as well, a really good YouTube video that shows you how to make it, because yeah, it takes me a long time to learn this skill, so I'll need all the help I can get. So I'll show you my stitching. I've made a small start. It is a small start just because February has been a really big month with Whip Go goals and stuff like that. So let me show you. So they definitely need some more love. So I've got the little girl, and I'm just doing, or the woman I should say, and I need to do the man that they're holding the heart. And the needle minder is a cotton and clay needle minder, and my friend Lorna gave it to me at the retreat because she'd ordered 2 by mistake and passed one on to me because it was beautiful. So thank you very much, Lorna. I know I've said that to you in person, but I'll say it to you here too. It's beautiful. Laura really does make like the sweetest and cutest needle minders you've ever seen in your life. So that's a really lovely one. So I'll show you the front of the project bag came with it too, and it was just so worth the money. And when I go to next year's, we'll be doing the same. How lush is that? So there we go. So that's all my starts and all my finishes. I'm gonna move on now to my whips that I've worked on. So a couple of these will be Whip Go goals, and I'll go into that in more detail as I bring them up. So the first one I'm going to show you is my clacker. So my clacker is designed by Star Parade Designs. Miguel is the owner of that shop and the designer. And you've heard this story before, but we went bananas over he sat on the table with us at the Big Stitch, and we went bananas over this beautiful pattern and decided we all wanted to stitch it, and we all wanted to stitch it in time for the Big Stitch 26, which is next year. So hopefully we'll all get tickets, please, because we all want to show these off and have like a picture done together and stuff like that. So Laura from Cotton and Clay and Butterfly Stitches 83 has suggested that on the 2nd, I think it's a Sunday, I don't know, I can't remember, one of the days, the second Sunday or Tuesday, I can't remember exactly, she would like to do a ducky day just so we can get some more work done on this. I have actually set myself a goal of doing a stitching session on this every month. And what I am finding is that I will stitch on it and then I can't put it down, so it does get longer than that, but it's a good way of making sure you do get some stitches in, because I am determined to have this done, and it is a big old pattern. So I'll show you where I'm at. So this is actually showing up the fabric really well today. So it's kind of like blues and greens and whites and yellows. And I am stitching the whole thing using paint box threads, which I bought from Paint Free Crafts at the Big Stitch. And I bought their green colourway pack, amongst others. I will say I bought loads of packs because I love them. But I'm going to stitch this in lots of different greens. So I had completed, I think last time, this bit, and then this month I've just done him. And I would like to do, I kind of split it up into 10 pieces just to give myself headway, because I know in December this probably isn't going to be worked on much. So there is a couple more bits that I want to complete, ideally down here. I might have to like coaster it on to next month to get it done, so that I can keep up with myself. But that's just a personal goal. It's not dead set. It's just they're like, it's a guide that I'm giving myself to hopefully finish this by the end of the year. But if I don't, then I've still got like 5 months then to complete whatever I haven't. So I'm just trying to give myself as much leeway as possible, because things happen, don't they? And sometimes I might not be able to stitch on this every month. So it's just to give myself like that extra leeway. And just in case you are unaware, that is a ducky needle minder by Cotton and Clay. and she made them specifically for everyone that wanted to do the cracker, but you can buy them. So the next whip I'm going to show you is was on my Whip Go. I love this so much, but it's a controversial pattern. Some people hate it, some people love it. I think it's like Marmite. I love it. It was a big stitch exclusive by the Witchy Stitcher, and the pattern is called Garden Witch. You cannot buy it as of yet. I don't know if it will come into a shop at some point, but right now you can't buy it. I love the pattern, but I just hadn't given it as much love as I really wanted to. So I added it to my Whip Go board, I should say, and it came up nice and early, which was lovely. So I will show you what I've got up to. Oh gosh, I've got too many needle minders on here. Every time I move this, there we are. Here we go. As you can see. So I had just done her like skirt, basically, and a little bit of her corset at the top. So I filled that all in, and a bit of her arms is what I'd done. So I finished her arm up, I did her face and her hat, I did her legs, and I've done that whole bottom section with the pumpkins. So she's got like, it's almost like an arch she's walking through with a moon at the top and some other bits and pieces. So there's not too much left of her. She's actually not that big. So I don't know. I really, 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 really want to finish her soonish, like before June, I think, and then I can FF her ready for Halloween, because she's going to come out Halloween. I love working on her. I do like the Witchy Stitches patterns in general. So that's that one. The next one I'm going to show you is it's by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I don't know how to look at it. Ignore me. And it is their Arctic Animal Stitch Along, which is a year-long stitch along. I think it started in March or April of last year. And I have mostly kept up with this. I am up to date. There were some months when I didn't do it, and I just caught up. There was one time I didn't do 2 months worth, so I had 3 months to catch up on. But I am all caught up. I absolutely love it. There was a time when I wasn't that keen on it. Not because the pattern was bad, but because the patterns are really cute. Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery do really cute patterns. But I just felt like it looked at one point like a poster that you would put at the back of a child's classroom to demonstrate what animals were, if you know what I mean? Because of the signs. And I wish, like, if I'd got this pattern in one go, I would not have done the signs, but I've done too many now, and to frog them, I think it would look really weird, especially without, like, with, you know, when you do frog, it leaves marks, doesn't it, where you've put the needle through. So I'm going to leave them on. And then since we've had, like, the top bit with the mountains and the houses, I'll show you now, I actually don't mind them that much now anymore. So it's nearly finished. It's got one more part to go next month and it will be done. So this will be a finish. But look how cute it is. So the bit that I have done is that little seal at the bottom, the water underneath them, the whole 3 characters, and then up the side I've done that border. So quite a lot actually this time, considering he's a little guy, and like the month before was that polar bear. And just the polar bear with the bit that he stood on, but that's it. I mean, am I lying to you? Did I just do the narwhal? I'm totally lying to you. I did not do that seal. I did the narwhal and I did the bit at the, did I? I don't know what I've done. Yes. Oh, you're gonna have to ignore me. That was really bad. Yes, it was the narwhal. The narwhal, all the water, and the side bit up all, the side by the narwhal of the border is what I did. I'll get there in the end. But yeah, so it was quite a chunky one this time because obviously you had the water and the border and the little narwhal guy. Well, we've all been waiting for that narwhal guy, so I don't know why I didn't remember that. Because we had a little sneak peek of him at the beginning. So I don't know what's going to be underneath there. Maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like a sign or something. I don't know. Lettering, a bit of a border. Who knows? but I'm excited to see it and get it done, have it off the my whip list, which is down to 16, so that's quite nice. Yeah, and somehow I think it would make like a really nice project bag or like a tote bag or something. I don't want to frame it, I want to make it into something, but what, I don't know yet. I think a project bag, it would look nice as a project bag. The fabric that because I bought the kit, is beautiful to stitch on. Honestly, it's such a joy. It's the reason why I love working on that is but I don't know where it's from. I have no idea where it's actually from, because it came in the kit. I'm sure there was a label on it, but I've completely forgotten, but it's really, really nice to stitch on. So the next one I'm going to show you is also a whip goggle, and this is one I cannot put down. So it is another Big Stitch exclusive. It is Big Stitch Big Tree by Jacob from Model Milk Embroidery, who is the guest designer at the Big Stitch last year. And this is my progress. So I have stormed through this really. So I think the last time I showed it, I had done those birds with the flowers either side, and now I've done the bits underneath. I was working on this last night. I am going to finish that purple flower today, and then bring down the border and then put it away and work on something else, because otherwise I'll just stay working for this, because I just love it so much. And I've done it with paint box threads that I bought from Pain Free Crafts at the Big Stitch in the pastel collection. So yeah, bring it in a bit more. So I just want to finish that flower and bring that borders down a bit. But again, this is one that I really want it up on my bedroom wall, this one. I'm going to have a Jacob wall where I put all my Jacob finishes. I'm going to get this one framed alongside the holiday countdown one from last year. And they're going to go up on my wall in my bedroom because I just love them so, so much. So yeah, I hopefully get that done. I would really, really like to get this one done by the end of next month. I don't know if that's going to be a big goal, because I'm going to talk to you about my plans and then you'll decide whether I'm nuts or not. So my final whip is, so this whip is very, very intimidating for me. It is a pattern that is going to challenge me and has already challenged me, but I want to be challenged. I want to improve my stitching, and I want to be able to stitch these kind of patterns as well, because I think they're beautiful. So it's a Bella Filipino chart, and the chart is called Poison Apple. The reason why I chose this one is because it's obviously based on Snow White, and I used to love Snow White as a young child. I often brought the Seven Dwarfs to nursery with me, apparently as imaginary friends. So I just really want to stitch it, and it's so beautiful. So I had started this. It was my Christmas dart, and I haven't done lots of work on it. I think I've done 2 hours, but I wasn't finding it very relaxing, and on the day I really wanted to relax, so I did a couple of hours on this because I want to stitch this at least once a month, just to get some threads in it. It's going to be a long-standing project, but I think what I've done, you can really see her starting to come to life, because if I can bring that closer, you can just see her face. It's starting to come out with her eyelashes. And that beautiful needle minder is a Charlie Feathers needle minder that she made for me. Well, actually, Sarah from Stitchy Bug made it for me for Christmas. Or she didn't make it, she asked Charlie to make it for me for Christmas. So yeah. So I've like done the rest of her neck and up on her face and put her eyelashes in. But yeah, she's very intimidating for me. But I think once I get her skinned and I start doing her hair, it's going to be a little bit easier and it will flow a bit better. But I just need to keep putting stitches in her, so I'm stitching on her at least once a month for a session, even if that's just like a couple of hours, because at least I'm getting stuff into her. There's lots of like fractional stitches and things and that in her, and she's so intricate, and I'm panic that I'm going to get something wrong with her, because I really want it to look beautiful. So if anybody has tips on stitching bellas, I am all ears. I'm ready to learn. So please let me know any tips you have about stitching bellas if you are a bella stitcher. So that's all. That's whips, starts and finishes. So I can move on to haul, and then we'll do plans. So I said to you that I went to the Floss Friends retreat. So I didn't buy loads of things, but I did buy a few things I'm going to show you. So I took the how to finish on a spool class, and I bought this pattern from, so she's called Whilst Iris Naps Designs, and I think Iris is the name of her daughter, so that's very cute. And she'd made an exclusive pattern for people coming to the Floss Friends called A Token of My Love. And here is the pattern. So I bought this pattern. And then she was also selling antique spools. So I managed to get my hands on this beauty. So you can see it's still got like the blue dye and stuff on it. So I'm planning to stitch that beautiful pattern and finish it on that spool. We'll see how that goes. I also, Corey's little shop was there, and I asked her to kit me up with flosses for a pattern that I'd like to stitch from Lindy Stitches. It was an exclusive, I think, for the Jingle Ball. I can't remember what it was called actually, the pattern, but it's beautiful. It's got geese that fly. So I just bought some of the flosses, the like fancy flosses, and then I'll just need to get the DMC, and then I can kit that one up and start that one soon. Also we went balmy for the old Barn Stitching Co. Spring on Lock Lake design. I'll show you the picture. There it is. So we all bought this. We went bananas for it. Yeah, Sammy, this design is just beautiful. She had the model with her, and it was beautiful in person. So I ordered some, I got the classic, there was only one classic colour work set I needed from Corey's little shop, and then I had, it was also called for the Cottage Garden threads. I had some already, and then I just ordered the ones that I needed. So it's all kitted up and ready to go. I need a project bag though, but I have one of them to put it in. And then what I wanted to show you was some project bags that I have got. So I have a little thing. So this is a new bag designer or bag maker to me called Oh So Alison handmade bag. So that's her little card that she popped in. And then this is the beautiful bag that she made. And I really recommend her. It is, and that's the back of it. It's so beautifully made. I just want to show you the inside. The inside is just as pretty. So that's going to be for one of my beautiful projects to go in. Maybe I might even put Spring on Lock Lane in that one. It's gorgeous. And then I also saw that Stitch My Jig was having a, well, not a sale, she didn't have a sale. She had like a flash, like, added extra to her site. So I saw this one and I had to have it because I'm planning to stitch a pattern that is on this design, or this, you'll see anyway. So I got this one from Stitch My Jig. So she is not a new bag maker to me. I've bought a few bags from her, but I just wanted to show you. And these bags are really, really, really well made. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is on the inside. And it's fully lined. And obviously that's quilted as well. It's a really sturdy bag, so I love that. So those are my bags. Let me show you my needle minder. So this needle minder has been on a journey. So at the Bristol Stitchy Day, I asked my lovely friend Charlie from Charlie Feathers if she could make me a plus size mermaid, because I have a mermaid design from Autumn Lane Stitchery from their last box that I want to start, and I wanted a needle minder to go with it. And I wanted a plus size needle minder because I know that question is going to come up, because I thought she would look beautiful as a mermaid. Plus size women are beautiful, so I wanted to have a plus size mermaid because plus size mermaid is majestic, and that's my reason. So she made me this beautiful, beautiful needle minder. But unfortunately, I had not updated Charlie with my new address, and I'd moved, and then I think the last time I'd ordered off of her, or was it my old address? So she sent it to my old address. I went back and forth to try and get the parcel. I even went there, and I think the husband had said something like, "Oh, we don't have a parcel. Returned it to sender." So I had to tell Charlie that, which was devastating. I think Charlie was really upset as well. And then eventually, because I'd left like notes and stuff, like please call me when you're available, I'll come pick it up. The lovely lady that lived there, she messaged me and said, "Oh no, it's still here, I've got it safe." And then my mum went and picked it up. So I was so happy to have it, because I think it was like 3 weeks of back and forth, like trying to get it, like nearly 3 weeks of it. So I'm going to show you again my lovely plus size mermaid, and if you would like your own plus size mermaid, just contact Charlie Feathers and she will make you one, an adorable one. So also I had a lovely girly midweek day out in the early parts of this month, in February, with my 2 best friends, and we went to Cardiff because we live quite close to Cardiff, and went for a lovely afternoon tea and some shopping. And I have not shopped like in physical stores in such a long time, so it was lovely to have a little wander. But we all really adore Waterstones because we're all avid book lovers and little bookworms. So we went there, and I decided I was going to have a look at the crafty section. Wasn't really going to buy anything because I tend to buy books on my Kindle and audiobooks. So I don't really buy a lot of physical books anymore, even though I love them. But I came across this amazing book and I had to have it. So it's called Everyday Folk, and it is over 175 folk embroidery designs for the home inspired by traditional textiles, and it's by Krista Webb. And the reason why I bought this book, there is beautiful patterns in there. They're like geometric patterns mainly, and some sampler type patterns as well. But they actually teach you how to make things like a drawstring bag, a pillowcase, like a banner, and like they teach you how to do a table runner with hemming and stuff like that. And I really want to get better at fully finishing things and making things that I can pass down as well. So this is the book, if you would like to buy it. And I'll just show you some of the patterns if I can without showing the actual pattern. Let's see if I can. If I do that page. So I'm just going to do a flick through, not like a full, like that. I really love it. And Jacob did try to teach us how to do that sort of hemming there, which is so effective. And what else can I find for you to see? Like a table runner. And cushion. And like a little banner. See what else I can find. Little drawstring. This is like an envelope bag. Let's see if we can find one more. Oh, I'll show you 2 more because they're just really sweet. Oh, look at this. For a little girl's pinny girl dress. Just so sweet. And some really beautiful designs there as well. And like I said, it just shows you how to make everything. And yeah, I just really liked it. How to make. With some gorgeous patterns. Like, I'm really enjoying like geometric style patterns at the moment. I don't know, something about it that's just very relaxing. So yeah, I bought that book, and I hope I can stitch something from it at some point. It's not high on my list at the moment just because I've got so much stuff kitted up, and a lot of plans, as I will talk about shortly. But yeah, so I picked that one up from Waterstones, and if you guys would like it, just, you can probably find it on Amazon, but Waterstones have it. So finally, I just want to talk a little bit about the cotton and twine subscription box. So the lovely ladies from Historical Sampler have gifted me their subscription boxes. And they send them to me a little before you guys get them, so that I can show them to you. I've already put some posts on Instagram, so you may have seen them already, but I just wanted to show it here as well because they're just so stunning. But yes, you obviously know what the boxes are like, but I will show you what you get. So it's this beautiful Easter themed pattern. Look how sweet that is. I actually have the Halloween box of this because I was a regular subscriber before. The ladies offered me these as to show you guys, and the Halloween one is like this style finish, and equally as sweet. So it's really nice to have like seasonal decorations that you can just swap out. So I haven't actually stitched the Halloween one yet, but it's high on my list for my Halloween starts, which, you know, we'll talk about on a different video leading up to Halloween. But yeah, so this is beautiful and I really recommend it. It's so cute. You can have a choice between Ada or linen. I chose linen, and it's this gorgeous biscuity colour, or oatmeal colour you might want to call it. It's lovely. And then it comes with, also let me show you the beautiful threads. Comes with a needle as well. And then it comes with everything you need to fully finish it. So you get this beautiful gingham backing fabric. I just turn that over there, look. And then some really cute white rickrack so you can trim it. And then you always get a tea bag. So this is everyday tea. Yes, everyday tea. You always get a sweet treat, and this time it is a chocolate coin, which is Valentine's themed. I mean, look how massive that is. I'm gonna eat that now I've done this. I'm not sure how long that lasted, to be honest, because normally I'm like, oh, I need the treat right now. And then you always get a little present, a little gift as well, and this is adorable. Look, he just like he's weighted at the bottom, so you can just sit down on your mantelpiece. Look how sweet he is. So cute. So the sign-ups for this box actually ends really soon. It is on the 25th. So if you want this box, you want to definitely want this box, then sign up before then. You can sign up if you don't want to get any other boxes, but you really want this box. You can just sign up, subscribe for that box, and then cancel subscriptions once you've got it. And then no further payments will be taken. So if you just want this box, you don't want any others, then just get this. If you have never ordered before from Cotton and Twine, I think if you use the code FIRST15, you'll get 15% off. So it's a nice way to try, if you just want to try the boxes out and see how you like it. You always get to see the box first before the money gets taken out of your account if you have got a subscription, so you can pause. If it's not a box to suit your taste, or if your financial situation changes and you just need a break, you can do that and then just reinstate it. You can do that, and it's just a lovely way of having a little gift on your doorstep. Like every month, you do deserve to look after yourself and gift yourself with a lovely little gift. I think they're very good value for money. So the Ada box is £20 plus, that includes postage and packaging in the UK, and the linen is 22, so it's just another £2 to have linen option. I don't know how much it is for overseas, but I think to my knowledge, it's very reasonable with postage and packaging. So just check out the website and you can see how much it would cost to send to you if you're overseas. So yeah, I love these boxes. They bring me such great joy every time I get them, and huge thank you to Joanne and Suzanne, because they're lovely. They're lovely ladies, and I'm really enjoying getting them and sharing them with everybody. So yeah, go check them out. And I'll link them down below the website for cotton twine, so you can just click the link if you want the box. So that is everything for haul, my starts, my finishes, my whips. I'll talk to you a little bit about plans, just briefly. So everyone's crazy at the moment for the Nashville market. Let me know in the comments what you have decided to buy. I have bought too many. I was going to buy 1 or 2 patterns. I've bought 5, I think, so far, and I think there's a few others I want to add. I'm loving the My Heart Is Fed exclusive by Teresa Koga. Also the stocking, I've ordered that one. I've ordered Hello by Liz Matthews, Wildflower design, the duo. And the Little Moon in the Midnight Garden range by Tiny Modernist. Also the Florist by the Artsy Housewife as well. I think that's what I've ordered. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to order the Birdies by Satsuma Street because they're really cute and they're exclusive, so I don't think you're going to get them anywhere else. So there's loads of patterns that are just beautiful that I would have wanted. I could have got many more. The little pigeon designed by Blue Flower, the little welly boots, adorbs. I have not got that one, but you know, I might get that at another point. It's really adorable. So yeah, Nashville. Planning to go to the Nash Stash Startathon hosted by Lindy Stitches, which is an online retreat just for I think it's Friday and Saturday night. Yes, one of her online events, a bit like Jingle Ball, but low key. I think there's some guest designers that are secret, and I'm going to pop by. There's no like haul or anything there that you can buy. It's more about community building. And I'm going to start. I don't know if I'll have my Nashville stuff by that point because they do take a while when you live in the UK to get to you, and that's fine. But I do have some from last year that I'm yet to start, so I'm planning to start at least 1, possibly 2 at that event, which I think is at the end of March. Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups now. Oh yeah, sorry. So if you want to join me at the Nash Startathon, please get a ticket. They're only $10 and you can div in, div out as much as you want. And I think they like doing tricks and tips and stuff like that, so it'd be quite interesting, I think. Yeah, fab. So also I'm going to participate next month, I know I'm mad, in Battle of the Whips, also known as March Madness. So that's where I take 8 of my whips. It can include starts. I'm not sure what I'm going to include yet. I'm going to make my decisions based on what the whip go numbers are called, because they are going to be included in my Battle of the Whips, so I can get them done all together. So you have 8 whips or 8 projects. You sort of split them up into 4 groups of 2, and then in the first 2 you work on them on days 1 and days 2 of March, and then you decide between the 2 of them which one is going to go through to about round 2. And you can do that in a number of ways. Some people use decision wheels, some people just pick, some people poll on Instagram. I personally am going to put it in my Stitchy group and ask my Stitchy group of friends like what they think that I should stitch and going through to the next round. And you do this with all of them until you've got 4 projects left, and then you split them into 2, and then you do it until you've got 2 projects left, and then 1 project. And so you're working on these each day for 13 days, say, and then you've got the rest of the month then to FFO a project, to fully finish it, and maybe, well, finish it and then maybe fully finish it. I don't think I'm going to be able to fully finish it, but I think actually finish the project might for some of my projects that I'm going to include, because I know I'm definitely going to include Garden Witch and Big Stitch Big Tree, because I think I probably could, if I really focused on them, get them done. But I have some other goals. Obviously I've got my Quacker and I've got the Christmas decoration start that I'll need to do as well, so it's going to be an intense month. I think it's going to be a lot of fun though. I have not decided if I'm going to also use Instagram polling, but if I do, I'll let you guys know, and hopefully you can participate and help me decide which ones go round to the next round. I know it's quite difficult to follow when somebody's talking through what it is, but if you if you type into YouTube Battle of the Whips, I think there's a few floss tubers that talk about it and show diagrams and things like that. It'll be a lot of fun, hopefully. One of my friends, T, is going to be doing it with me as well, which is so lovely to have someone to do it with. And I just thought it'd be a great way to like to be able to touch a lot of my whips, which I love doing, so it'll be good. So that's my stitchy plans. I'm also going to Bristol Stitchy Day on the 1st of March, so that will be a lot of fun. Other than that, I think that's everything. But yeah, please let me know what you're going to get from the Nashville markets, because that has just been like the hot topic of conversation in most stitchy groups, I should imagine. So yeah, let me know. It's lovely chatting with you guys always. If you have not been here before and you like my channel, please consider subscribing. Please like and comment, because I love to hear from you guys, and also just lets the algorithm know that you guys want to hear more from me. I'm always trying to build my channel and make it better, so you guys can always let me know what you want to hear from me. So without further ado, I am going to bid you goodbye, and I hope you have lots of stitchy time today on this Sunday. See you soon!